Welcome back to the channel. Today is day 198. 2 more days until 200 of playing chess every day until 2000. We're sitting at 1727. So we find Go. We get the white pieces. He's a 1769 from Italy playing e5. So we get a Vienna game. Gog Magog. Okay, so we get a Vienna gambit. Main line, we take. My opponent is thinking about what to do. He goes there. We go queen here. So, I mean, he knows the main line, but maybe he doesn't know the ideas behind it. So I believe we pin here. He takes. We take first with check. Yeah, I think this is actually pretty good because if he pushes, then we have this. Here, drop back, but then he can take. Okay, so maybe we want to just stick to our normal plan of this. But then he's going to have this open file to play with. Probably going to want to castle this way. So maybe we do want to build our center here. Normally I play this without thinking. However, in this position, it's a little bit different. Maybe I should have took first and left this. Okay, well, let's look at this position. Old positions don't matter anymore. So we can take BC or DC. Or we could take with the queen. That's not out of the picture. It's not a regular move. Actually, no, that's not good. If I take like this, then he has this check. And then this check. And picks up the rook. So there'll be a mistake. So BC, can he push D4 is my question. D4, so BC, D4, queen takes. He goes here. I go all the way back. If takes, then we can take. I should know this. We're going to take like this. We're just going to open up the bishop. He's just getting ready to castle here. I don't think this works because there's that. No, maybe it would work. Could also just immediately kick, but then he takes. And I kind of want to castle this way. Maybe we do just try to trade this bishop off. If I go here, push, takes, takes. Queen takes, but then I get this. He goes here. He can't do that. Yeah, let's try to trade this bishop off. Can't actually do that because then I would pick up the bishop, I think. Then takes, but he can't castle. I don't feel like we need to allow a pawn down here. Okay, I don't really quite know what he's going for with this. I go here, he takes, I take. He can't even take anymore because his queen's going to be hit. I think that's just a blunder, right? And if he does this, I can just take because the queen's protected. Wow, interesting. I mean, I could take, but it doesn't seem right. I feel like just developing the knight here and trying to put it on this square is good. We want to castle this way to have pressure. And castling this way is kind of dangerous because of this open B file. Okay, so I can slide back. If he takes, then I take. Otherwise, we're threatening to take the bishop. Need to protect the knight. I'm assuming he'll take now. He's got a lot of pressure, but I don't know. He's got to take the bishop or move this bishop. And we can always go here to kick this away. He takes. Now he just castles. So we can't castle because he has a lot of pressure here. We could go here, but I don't know about that. If I do this, he can't go here. Well, he could. Might actually be decent for him. This, where can he go? I feel like that's all right, and then we can go here or something. If this, he probably tries to stay on the diagonal. Maybe we go here? Yeah, maybe we try to trade the queen here. He can't stay. But if I go here, I think he can just take, and then take, and then take, and whatnot. I feel like this is decent. Let's just try to kick the queen away. So, I mean, he could just take the knight and force a big trade. But I feel like our pawn structure is slightly better. Except the e5 pawn is going to be impossible to hold on to. Yeah, he goes all the way back. If I go here, he just goes here. I feel like I just want to have the trade or force him backwards. One of the two. Because even if I lose this pawn, his extra pawn is right here. Oh, he doesn't go for the trade. Okay, well, I think I'm going to go here. Which protects, hits the bishop. Where's the bishop go? Bishop could probably just go here. Hit the rook. He's currently attacking this. I don't want to castle short or long. I just don't. It also hangs the a4 pawn, which is not good. If I go here, you can still do this. Then I can just move the rook, potentially. Yeah, but if I go here, he just takes. What am I going on about? I have to go backwards. My friend, you are being annoying. I also have to wonder, do I really care about that pawn? Is it worth really fighting to hold on to. Probably. Maybe we play king to d2. King to d2 holds the pawn. King d2. If queen comes here, it's not really threatening anything. I guess I could sneak in to try and win the pawn. But then this. We're going with king to d2. He's going to play queen a3. I know it. No? He just goes for the outpost. I guess that makes sense. Where's the rook belong? Probably here. No, but if I go here, he goes here. Maybe we put it on g1. And let's go rook to g1. Line it up with the enemy king. Now, I want to play this move. You can't take because then I take the bishop. That's a bit annoying. So he wants to take the pawn. I could protect. Yeah, let's protect that bad boy. Try to hold on to the pawn. We also have ideas of this now. But this looks a little bit scary. And I would like to play this sooner than later. But at the same time, I feel like this is a good move, just to stop the queen from being able to get in here. If he ever gives me time to. I guess if I play c4, it allows my knight here to do this, protect the pawn. But I guess that's not really what I would be trying to protect. c4 really weakens the b4, or the b3 pawn, though. Wow, really? Guess that makes sense. Okay, let's go for c4. Take. Am I getting in trouble? I'm gonna go king here. Get off of this. If he gives a check, I can just go here. Looks scary. I also have to be weary of this stuff. He's probably debating on pushing, but see what he plans on doing. If he pushes, I don't think that's correct because he's starting to lock everything down. And if I can get my king to b2 and then push a4, I should be relatively good. He's sacrificing the queen? Oh. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'll take the dub. That's insane though. I was like to myself, bro, is there a tactic where he can sacrifice the queen? Nope. Okay, so let's look through this real quick and then play a second game. Because he actually did have an edge. This is the best move. Taking's not right. So I need to take the knight first because this is pinned. I don't know what the difference is, but let's look at the line. So takes, if he goes, the main line is to force the queen trade. But if he plays here, then of course we take, and he's created a little bit of a weakness. And if he plays this line, G3, queen e7, does it not even want? Yeah, queen e4 check. This comes off, and it just wants me to keep the pressure. And then if he does this, then, excuse me, then we take. And this is the resulting position. Anyways, we kind of messed that up. If I'm being honest, I have not been doing my opening study lately. So my opening knowledge is probably slacking a little bit. It is what it is. I've been busy. Exam week just finished. Trading the bishops was the correct move, and then wow, look at him finding the best move here. Developing the knight was not correct. So I'm supposed to just trade. I don't know why I didn't just trade. I'd allowed him in with tempo. This isn't the best move. So just kick the bishop right away. Did it the next move. King up's not a bad move. Not the greatest. Yeah, right. I mean, come on. I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know. I already pushed these two pawns. And then it hangs this pawn. So like, and then it wants me to sacrifice another pawn. I guess, what? Why would you not take here? You know what's funny? If he pinned himself, there's mate. With the queen sack? Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you have this typical pattern. But, like, you know, bro would just play king over. Yeah, he goes there. This is a blunder. That is a blunder. Because he can take? Right, yeah. Jeez. Deflection. Yeah, and I noticed that this was the only defender. So, he's just got this. I guess I block and then picks up the queen, or the pawn there. And he's just up 2 pawns. Wow, that looks brutal, actually. And then he hits me with this. I feel for that guy. I feel for him, if I'm being honest. I had an 83.2% accuracy versus his 79.6. Played like a 1950. He played like an 1850. Let's play a second game. Okay, we get d4, d5. Ooh, we're gonna play an Albin counter gambit. Haven't played one of these in a little while. Knight out, knight out. Yeah, he goes a3, we have to go a5. So he's challenging the pawn right away. It allows me to pin. I don't know if I should. Yeah, let's go ahead and pin here. Takes... We take, I think. Or we can just take like this. He breaks the pin. But I think I can just take, and then take here. No. Takes, queen trade, takes, and then takes. Yeah, let's go for that. He's going to get a little bit more development, but we're going to win our pawn back, I think. Or are we going to win a pawn? No, a pawn back. And then he's going to have queen takes, rook take, threatening to take. So he takes there. Now we take here, he takes, then we go here. He's going to pick up this pawn, but then we'll pick up this pawn. Something like this, potentially. Then we have targets. We also have a check here. I don't know if that's any good, but it might be. Probably look at that, actually. Yeah, he goes bishop back to protect the pawn. So he didn't want the pawn. He didn't want my pawn down here. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we need to just develop. Materials equal. This is a little bit loose, though. Develops the knight. So we do have this check, takes, and then rook takes. Let's see that doing much. He's probably thinking of going here. If I go here, he has this. Then I have to go rook back. Don't really like that. But if I play bishop here, he can jump in, pressures this, threatens this pawn, which is very annoying. I could go here, threatening this, and the knights protect each other. I don't know. I am struggling to come up with a plan here, if I'm being totally honest. But I kind of want my bishop on this diagonal. So if I go here, then he's not able to go here, or here, or here. And why would he go here? He would just get trapped. So I actually think I'm going to play this. Okay, I thought I blundered there for a second. Yeah, so he goes there. That was actually very silly of me, I think. Takes, takes, and then I come in. But I could go here. Takes, takes. Here, here, takes, here. We drop back. He goes here. I mean, if he takes, we just take back. And if he takes, we take back. Just don't see how this is wrong. We're just developing. He can't really do that because then I have check. Okay, he goes there. I mean, we can't go here because he takes. Okay. Now this could be undefended if he attacks me. So that tells me that we need to defend that. Maybe we play here. But then when we come back, it's not looking so hot. We do have this move, which attacks this. Takes, takes. Here, if he pushes, we can just take and then take. Yeah, let's go here. Let's hit the bishop. Let's try to get the bishop pair. Yeah, he's going to give it to me. We'll take back. Now he's going to move this. He's going to try and attack this, I think. But now we're able to get in on the 7th rank, or 2nd rank in this case. Potentially. He challenges the rook right away, but I think I can just castle. Because if he takes, then I can take here, and then I could take and try to ruin his pawn structure is kind of the idea. Yeah, let's just castle. I think he'll take. Otherwise, we're just going to double up. And now he doesn't have b4 because I just take and take. I should probably play c6 at some point so that his knight can't jump to d5. Okay. So he's hitting the rook. So I'm probably going to have to take. So I'm thinking I need to take, play c6. Maybe he goes here. Okay, let's go ahead and take. He can't infiltrate, so I think I go here. He's probably just going to go back. If he goes here, I think I have this, which would probably win on the spot. So I'll probably go here. And then I need to make room for my king. So I might play g6. So I'm wondering if after this, if I have this move, and if he takes, I take, and if he takes, I wonder if I have this. Double attack on this pawn, and I would be threatening the rook, but also threatening a discovered attack. Yeah. So let's calculate this. I go here, but knight can take. So takes, 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 knight takes. Doesn't work. I guess we just make room for the king. I don't see any immediate threats. He could go here. Then we just move. Probably, where will we move to is the question. Probably just all the way back. Yeah, let's just make room for the king. So now there's never any back rank problems. Does indeed go there. So I'm thinking I might go here just to stop anything like that. And then maybe I go here. Then he pushes and we're gonna get Probably a bit stuck. So maybe I just go all the way back. Go all the way back. If he gives a check, I can go here. And then I don't think he has any useful stuff. It does allow him to d6, but once again, I don't think that's good for him. It just kind of allows me to pin him. But the bishop does protect, so. But if he plays knight d6, I might go for b5. No, because then it's protected again. Because I still might have that idea of sacking the pawn on b5. Like b5, cb, never mind. Okay, new plan. Can't play this because there's that check. Might just bring the king up to ensure that we never blunder that fork or anything. Because I do want to play this and then have a discovered attack on the knight. Could potentially win a pawn. If I go here and he doesn't move the knight, we could take. And then if takes, we have a tempo on the queen, or on the bishop. But then there's this, attacking this pawn, just pinned to this. Okay, so I could protect or I could take. I think we're gonna take. I can't do this because then we get pinned. I can't go here because then he pushes. But I can do this. He locks it down, then this comes in. Maybe I reroute like this. Because I go here, he's gonna use the tempo to go here. Then we can go back. And then maybe we get the open file, target these pawns. Ah, but I just allowed him to take the open file. That's the issue. I guess there's two open files. He goes there. Ah, he's attacking the pawn. So if I go here, he takes. Sneaky sneak. If I do this, he takes. I take, he takes. Then I win this pawn. Looks very equal. Does he have any checks? He does have checks. But it's protected. Let's go here. He takes. I take, he takes. Then I go here. Just equal trade. Not equal trade anymore. Not equal trade anymore at all. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's gonna win. He's gonna win. But wait, where's that knight going? He just goes back. But then I win this pawn. Opposite colored bishops. Oh, I hate endgames. I am noticing that there could be a pawn, but then he can do this. He could bring the bishop. That was something I did not calculate. That could be very annoying. It's an interesting choice. So I take, he takes, and we can choose which pawn we want to take. We're gonna do it. He can take. Then I'm gonna take here. Take. He goes here, I take. He gets behind this. Is that his idea? This is kind of hard to hold on to. Yeah. We could pin. Can't do anything. I think this is better though. I think we just go for the trade. Take. He can't protect it. I'm gonna go here, and we're actually probably gonna pick this pawn up because he can't really protect this. This is very drawn if you know what you're doing. Okay. What's the point of that? I mean, I can just take this pawn. Yes, no? I think so. Now we're threatening the h2 pawn, but I feel like he's gonna play like rook to one of the open A or B files, and then try to target the f7 pawn. No, he goes there. Now can't I just like bring the rook in, restrict him completely? I need to be careful. Could also push the pawns. If he ever goes to one of the files, we could just go back to protect this pawn. Maybe we go here to try and misplace this and then win this pawn. Actually, he can't ever move the rook because then I take the bishop. So if I go check, he just walks upwards. Yeah, but don't I still just win a pawn? Let's try to slowly walk the king upwards. Okay, so what if I play here and go for this? Push takes. Or would we want to take like this to try and have a pass pawn here? Choices. I also have this move, which would force him backwards maybe. But I think he can just like sit around and not doing anything, and it's a draw. But we're two 1700s who probably don't know how to play endgames, so you know, I feel like this will end with a victor. Even though it shouldn't. I think he just needs to move his bishop. Get out of this. Like, bishop here looks pretty strong in my eyes, because I need to push, but then he comes in with check, then I go here. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Because I'm one of those 1700s who don't know anything about draws. Yeah, he wants his rook to infiltrate. I don't know. I can probably just go here. Stop any of these checks. But it's like, is there anything? Probably. We're just not going to allow him to come in with check. I don't see a reason to. Yeah, he goes there. But now I just push. Takes. Solidify everything. Then he's going to move this. If we keep everything on dark squares, I don't think we can lose. Unless we blunder our rook. Takes. Let's go ahead and take with the bishop. Now this is secured there. Rook will probably move here. Play king up. Yep. There it is. Bring the king up. Keep it on a dark square. Now I don't think I can get, like, I'm up a pawn, but I do not think I can get too greedy and try for a win. So he wants to come in with check, but I think I'm just going to offer a trade of rooks. And he probably has to accept it. Otherwise, I mean, I guess he could move here, but I don't think there's a way that either of us can really win this. So, takes. Targets the pawn. We'll just put the pawn here. Now, I'm the only one that can win because I have 2 pawns. Maybe we can weasel our way up. All we have to do is trade for this pawn if, yeah. I mean, I can, this is always protected. There's no way for him to get at it. So maybe I can weasel my way up and in and win the pawn. Like, what if I get here, he takes, and then I take this pawn? Would that be winning? I don't think so, because you can always sacrifice. But he doesn't have to move the king. The king can just stay here. I have no way of checking him. So I think this is unfortunately just a draw. I think it's been a draw for quite a while. Yeah, the king just moves. I can just, like, move back and forth if I wished. No point in going for this, I don't think. I feel like that's just risky. I'm just going to offer him a draw because there's no point in just bouncing around. All right, so let's take a look at that. I feel like we both played pretty decently. Yeah, I had 3 blunders. My gosh. Wow. Okay, I played with an 85.7 and he played with an 84.7. 3 blunders this game. Wow. So this is just all book. Trade. Slightly better for white here. That's a miss. Yeah, that's a miss. And then I develop. I go here, inaccuracy. Yeah, this is a mistake. I should have just connected my rooks and castled. Takes. Just equal position. Bounce around. Mistake. He could have trapped my piece. The knight has 0 squares. Wow. So I blundered that for so many moves. Wow. And then he finally plays it, but we can just trade. And then this is just a draw. Just a draw. There's no playing for a win here. I played like a 2000. He played like a 1950. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing. I'll see you tomorrow.